It always gets so much closer once I start the video. It's the weirdest thing. It starts off like further away, and then when I start the video, it's like zoom. It's crazy. Hello. Um, I do not feel the best right now, but it was important to me to come and do my video for the day. Um, I went to bed very late last night, first off, and I um, had to get up about 7:30 today because I went to help my mother decorate her new office. She has her job for the government, but also she's now starting like her own practice and everything. So she has like an office now that she's like sharing with someone else, like a not a coworker, but they're like partners, I guess, in a way. So that's really cool. So I went to help her with that. She had a meeting that she had to attend, but I went with her because we had to like immediately hit the road because we decided to check out an art bistro, and it was technically my birthday gift, which was really cool. She got it for me, or she got me the certificate for it back in December actually, but we scheduled to do a painting today. So we like went back and forth for a couple of weeks trying to find out or trying to decide which painting we wanted to do and when we wanted to go and all that. So today we decided, well, we scheduled a couple of weeks ago that we were going to go today. So today we went, and it was actually really fun. It was about 30 to 40 minutes out. But we went, and it was a really interesting experience. I have never done that before. Like, I always would see videos of people like, painting and sipping wine, or some people go to ones where they're painting and smoking weed, or just like, socializing and everything. And I'm not a very social person, but I thought that it would be fun. So I'm glad my mom got that for me. So we went, and it was a little bit stressful because I am really hard on myself. I'm not an artist. I don't draw. I don't paint. Like, that's my sister and brother. They're like the artsy ones. And so my mom and I were like criticizing our own work, and like I thought hers looked lovely and she thought mine's looked lovely, but we couldn't see that ours looked nice. And also, to be fair, there were a lot of people there who clearly does this kind of thing all the time, and they were like drawing, and it like looked really nice, and it was like, oh, okay. So it was like it's a huge learning curve, but it was fun. It was fun trying to pretend to be an artist. It was really fun though, and it's something that I would love to do again, actually. So that was pretty cool. We ended up drawing two lovebirds. I'll actually show it, which is weird. At first I wasn't gonna show it, because I'm like, oh, I'm being critical of my work and everything, but I'm gonna show it. Please excuse my messy bed. My bed is so messy, right? My whole home is just completely messy. Like, tomorrow has to be a cleanup day. Like, it has to. I want to relax, but there is no relaxation, is there? So this is what I what I painted. I'll go up there. So yeah, they're like two lovebirds, and it actually doesn't look that terrible. But gosh, compared to like some of the other people's, like it looked like chicken scratch. But it was fun, and my husband likes it, and I got compliments on it. And there was like one part of it. Let's see if I can zoom in for it. It was actually my mom's idea, like up close. If you see in the middle of the birds, or you see like a little heart, that wasn't part of the instructions. But my mom was like, "Oh, adding a heart would be cute," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll add a heart." And like at the bottom of my bird house, I accidentally messed up, and on each side it's like it's not a swoop, but I keep lifting this thing right there, you can probably see. I got compliments on it, like, oh, I love your base of your birdhouse. And it's like, actually, that was a mistake, but I'm glad you guys like it. Like, I really didn't mean to. But I kept it because, thanks. um, so that was interesting. But it was fun. It was really fun. And next time I'll definitely have like a better idea of what to expect and what to do, that kind of thing. And I won't be as stressed out about it, and I'll have a little more fun with it. So I think that's something that would be really cool to do every now and then. And now I have like this super cool um canvas picture, and I don't know where I'm gonna put it, maybe in the living room somewhere. So that's pretty cool. I can kind of like be my own little artist or something. So I was gone all day, and I'm super duper tired, and I've been dealing with a migraine for like the last 5 hours, and it went away and then it came back. And the reason I didn't take any medicine was because I knew I wanted to take sleeping pills and like just go to sleep and just not exist for a while. um so I recently took my sleeping pills, and I don't know if they're getting to me already because I feel really weird, or if my head is just bothering me that much, but I'm starting to feel a little weird. um so yeah, it was a good day. It was a long day, and I was out for all I was out all day. Also, okay, this is like me being a fatty right now, okay? So last night I was like, maybe I won't fast because tomorrow I knew we're gonna go out and everything, and I was like, no, I'm gonna fast. I'm gonna be good and fast. So I did my fast from 8 to 12, and what happened was at my mom, the reason I didn't say this, but I stayed in the car during my mother's meeting because it was a brunch, and I did not want to be tempted to eat at 9 a.m. before my fast broke. So I was trying to be good. So then at by the time we got to our class, we got there at like 11:45, and it started at 12. So right before it started, we oh my gosh, it was lovely. We ordered this pesto chicken pizza. And guys, like, I've said this before on camera, like, I'm so like over pizza, but there's a difference. You've got pizza, and then you've got flatbread pizza. And I love flatbread pizza. I don't get it very often because my husband isn't into it, and I never go anywhere and like order flatbread pizza. But when I do have it, it's like, man, why don't I order flatbread pizza? So it was just freaking amazing. It was like caramelized onions, pesto sauce, um, chicken, mozzarella. It was just, I think there was like sun-dried tomatoes on it. It was freaking amazing. It was like a little personal pizza, and my mom was like, she was so sweet. She's like, oh, what do you want to get? And I didn't want to eat a lot because I honestly wasn't that hungry, but we just got that and shared it because I just wanted a little snack, especially knowing we were gonna go out later. And it was just so amazing. It was like the most amazing way to break my fast, even though it technically wasn't the healthiest thing I know, but technically today was like my cheat day. So after that, after we did our artwork and everything, oh, I did want to say something, and this pissed me off. Parents, please watch your children. It is the most annoying thing when you have a parent who is extremely neglectful when they're in public with their children, especially when your children do things that they probably shouldn't be doing. I love kids. I love kids to death, but I absolutely hate when kids are just walking around and not being watched, especially if you're like 5 and under. That bothers me so much. So we were about to leave, and we were one of the last ones in that particular class. So and it was fine. They're like, say as long as you need everything, whatever. So, my mom and I are taking like some pictures and everything, and we're hanging up our aprons and, just getting our purses and just, getting ready to go. So I take my my canvas and I lay it on the table. And for the most part, I'm sorry, my nose is really itchy. For the most part, my painting was dry, but you know, it's like, you know, that last like 20 minutes you just want to make sure you're not going to touch it or anything. It was pretty much dry, but you know. So I laid my picture down. It was laying like that on the table though. And there's this little girl. She had to be like maybe 5 years old. And she was actually a part of a completely separate party. And they were on the other side and they were drawing or painting and doing something different. And this little girl comes wandering around. And another thing that made me nervous was in the middle of the place is like displays of like different glasses and just assortment of glasses, drinking glasses, canisters, just different things that you can purchase and then paint or have painted, which is really cool. So it made me nervous that you have like this kid walking around this glassware. I'm like, if something happens, that's gonna be so terrible, you know, like if I was the owner, I would be annoyed if there's a little kid not being watched who knocks over glasses and stuff like that. So anyway, she walks over to my painting, right? And she looks at it and she goes right in the middle, like the part that I painted last, and does, well, it wasn't right here, but she does in the middle, and she's like, and she starts like rubbing on it. And I got so mad. I was like, what the heck? So she did it and then she stopped. And my mom and I just kind of looked at each other like, did she really just? And what made me upset was I did not know that it was dry. Luckily, it was dry. But if it wasn't dry, she would have completely ruined my picture. I would have been upset. I would have been so mad. So, moral of the story, parents, if you are out with your little ones, I'm not saying this child was bad. I'm not saying that this child, even in her eyes, did anything wrong. But when you are out with your children, especially in places like art studios or, you know, just with fragile things, please watch your children. It's so frustrating when people don't watch their children. Not even just because of what kids do, but what could be done to kids. Your kids need to be watched. I'm sorry. I don't care where you are. You have a 5-year-old, there should be nowhere in that building your 5-year-old is where you cannot see them, you know? So, and maybe I'm being weird, but that's just me. So luckily everything was fine, but it bothers me so much. So anyway, after that, we went to PF Chang's and it was super yummy. I didn't realize I was craving, well, I had been craving Chinese food for a while, but it was nice to go to an old favorite. It's one of my husband's favorite restaurants. So that was pretty cool. So we went and did that. We sat and we talked for hours, which was really nice. And I had a really good day with my mom. I'm tired as all heck, but I had a really good day. So now I am waiting for my husband to come back to the room so we can get some rest because I'm tired and I want to cuddle and just go to sleep. And I've had this migraine for so long now, and it's just like, it's starting to turn into one of those things where I've had it for so long where I don't remember what it's like to not have it. It's just there and it's just like, it's just taken over. It hurts. So anyway, I'm gonna go now, but I did want to come into my video, and I did a 15-minute video because I love doing videos. What can I say? I love doing my videos every single day and never missing a day because I would never miss a day. Yeah, I'm tired. That's what this is. I'm gonna go now. Goodbye.